I like to see this because if you only rely on one player when it comes to goals, that is mostly not really helpful. Although it's also nice to have one that scores a lot, but then to see that others score goals, threatening the other goal as well, opponent's goal as well, is pleasing to see. And it's not only the one that scores the goal. I think the lead up towards the goals are also very positive from my point of view.
What did you make of your team's performance today?
Yeah, the way I would like to see us play in an away game. I think it's always, especially here in the Premier League, the fans come with a lot. So there are a lot of fans in every stadium we play. So the stadium is always sold out if Liverpool comes. They don't need much to cheer for if Liverpool comes in, because if they already have a attack or a corner kick, the fans are already cheering. So then you have to kill that momentum as much as you can and not give away anything. And I think there was only 2, 3 or 4 minutes where Curtis lost the ball, Mo lost the ball, and then we conceded a corner, which probably wasn't a corner, where the fans were a bit behind West Ham. But for the rest, I think because we were so dominant, we could manage West Ham, but also the crowd.
Hi, Arne. Sorry for the very Italian question first. What about Federico Chiesa not in the squad?
Yeah, with Federico, I've said it many times already. We are working on 2 things. We are working on his match fitness, and whenever we can, we try to bring him with the team. But he was on the bench during the week, and we thought it was better for him to have some extra training sessions instead of joining us. So it's the constant balance we have to find between getting him fitter and fitter, and let him join the team.
About the team, your performance was unbelievable. Do you think this is the top level you can reach, or you can be even better?
I think the level you reach during a game always has to do with the team you face as well. So West Ham has done really well before we faced them today, so they were in a good mood. But normally West Ham doesn't compete for winning the league. So I think you have to always take this into account if you look at how happy you are with a performance. But away games are always difficult in the Premier League, and especially here. I think it was last season was 2-2, if I remember correctly. So it's not an easy place to go to. So then to perform the way we did is pleasing to see.
Would you agree that in December your team has moved up a level, moved up a gear, and how pleased are you that they're playing just so well now?
Maybe we're a bit better, but it's not like that we've increased enormously. What we did increase is scoring goals. So there were games where we could have scored many more goals, but we didn't because we missed a few chances. Even today, I think it was at I'm sure it was at halftime 3-0, but after 10 to 15 minutes we could have scored 3 easily with the quality we have. The good thing is that it's last week's many times when the opponent had a chance, it was a goal, and today they hit the bar and the post. So that is a positive to take, and that's normal in the season. Sometimes you miss chances. Sometimes in a period of time, the other team gets a chance, scores. Sometimes they need 2, 3, or 4 and don't score. That is what a season brings as well. It's good for us that we, maybe for the first time, although maybe Tottenham 6-3 stands out as well, but that we have a win which was throughout the whole game quite clear that we would win this game, because many others it was tight till the end.
The transfer window opens this week, so your 3 out players can ask you to point up to that your permission. So does that change the dynamic in the sense that you no longer have control over what they do instead of speaking to us?
I think I have a lot of control over what they do. If they are on a training pitch, if they are in a meeting with me. But talking about their private lives, I don't have control about them. So that was the situation half a year ago. That's been the situation as long as I'm a manager. But I have control to a certain extent over them from what I expect from them on the pitch. And I'm really pleasing to see what Virgil brings, what Trent brings, and what Mo brings. Now the positive thing for me is that for 4 or 5 months it was only Trent, Mo, and Virgil, what you guys were talking about, and I assume, don't let me down please, that people now are going to talk about our player we're going to bring in the upcoming month, and which other player is going to leave. So I get some other questions as well, and not only about these 3.
Who are you going to bring in?
There's nothing in the media yet about who we're going to bring in. No. and also not in my mind. Where I'm very happy with the squad we have. I said this 6 months ago, and everybody asked, "Is this guy crazy?" But I think the players showed that the confidence the club and me as well had in them was well deserved. If you look at Gerard Kwanzaa today, he hasn't played a lot till now, few appearances, and the way he played today shows also how important that is, that we keep working with these players, because we're going to need all of them at a certain moment. And today, Gerard played a very good game for us.
It's the 8th game this season in which Mo has registered a goal and an assist, which is a Premier League record for a whole season, and he's done it in 18 games, which is extraordinary.
Yeah, but Mo, and the word extraordinary is something I've heard a lot in the last 6 months, and he truly deserves this, and probably in the last 8 years, but I'm involved in the last half year, so yeah. I don't think he keeps surprising us, because we know what a player he is, and we know he's able to do so. But apart from that, he works really hard for the team also when the other team has the ball. And yeah, we can only hope that he can keep bringing these performances in. But I would like to add that if he scores, there's also a lead up to him scoring. So there are also other players that bring him in these positions. But if you bring Mo in these positions, he's extraordinary, definitely.
This is the second time you faced West Ham this season, and you scored 10 goals across both games. Was there a particular weakness you felt they had to exploit?
No, I don't think I used the previous game to this game. They played back then with different players. I think they mostly played with their non-starters. We played that game also mostly with our non-starters. If you look at the long term of players I've played most. So I don't think there's a comparison between these two games. But yeah, the good thing for us is that we indeed scored so many goals, because that's what football is about, scoring goals, and hoping the fans like what they see today.
Thank you, everyone.